Hello everyone, my name is Avinash Dhodi and today we discuss about organization change. Meaning of organization change. Organizational change is an ongoing process of social construction that comprise spiral patterns of discursive change and restructuring of collective meanings. Nature of organizational change. Change disturbs old equilibrium. When change occurs in any part of the organization, it disturbs the old equilibrium, necessitating the development of a new equilibrium. Second, affects whole organization. Any change may affect the whole organizations. Some part of the organization may be more affected more, other less. Some parts of affected directly, other indirectly. Change in continuous process. Some changes which are of minor type may be absorbed by the equilibrium. Fourth, change in percep- perceptual and behavioral. It is a way of thinking and a set of behaviors to enact that the thinking. Fifth, change affect individuals in the multiple roles. As individuals with personal goals and intersect as members of organizations, work groups or both, and as members of families responsible for the welfare and others. 6. Change, change is natural. It is the change is natural. It is the rule not the exception. So change which does not characterize many contemporary organizations seems easier to adjust than rapid change, which we often equate with the disruption. Forces of organizational change. There are two parts: external forces and internal forces. First one, external forces. Technology. The computer technology and automa- automation have made a remarkable impact on the functioning of organization in the recent times. Market condition. They are in the process of rapid change as the needs, desire and expectations of the customers change frequently. New media of advertisement and publicity are being used for influencing the customers. All those factors put grant pressure on the modern organization to change their technologies and marketing strategies. Social change. The drive for social equality has posed new challenges for the management. The management has to follow social norms in shaping its employment, marketing, and other publish. Political forces. The interference of government in the business has increased tremendously in the most of the countries. Many laws have been passed to regulate the activities of the corporate sector. Thus, the organization have no control over the political and legal forces, but they have to adapt to meet the pressure of those forces. Globalization. In today's open market economy, the power players are multinationals or transactional in every country across the globe. This has undeniable increased the level of competition for every concerned party. Workforce diversity. The average age of people working also varies a great deal, with more and more persons joining the workforce after retiring from their previous occupations, as well as with the si- sizable portion coming from the student sections. Ch- Changing economic condition. The worldwide recession in the 90s required lying of working in almost every organization. Tough for brief period in the late 90s. There was some improvement in economy. The recent years are again experiencing a downward downward trend. All thus have forced organizations to change their way of functioning. Internal forces. First, change in managerial personnel. Change in the organization are quite fast when the executives at the top change. No two executives have the same philosophy and style. The new executive will follow his on, on style and will like to put into practice his own ideas and philosophy. Second, change in operative personnel. The new generations of workers have better educational qualifications, place greater emphasis on human value, and question authority of managers. Their behavior is very complex, and leading them for organizational goal is really a challenge. Deficiency in existing structure. Change may be needed to make up deficiency in the present organizational setup. Thus, deficiency may be in the form in the form of unmanageable span of management, larger number of managerial levels, lack of coordination among various departments, obst- abstract obstacles in communication, lack of uniformity in policy decisions, and so on. Change in employee expectation. A company that hire a group of young newcomers maybe meet with a set set of expectations very different from those expressed by older workers. The workforce is more educated than ever before. Changes in worker climate. Workers who have escaped a layoff may gripe for those who have lost their job and may find it hard to continue to be productive. They may fear that they will be laid off as well and may feel insecure in their job. Process of organization change. First one, problem recognition. The data gathering process in the organization highlight highlight the problem in the organization which affect its productivity, and thus make the management aware that a problem exists. Second, identifying the causes of problems. If decline profitability is identified as the major problem facing the organization, it could be attributed to reasons such as decline in employee productivity, increase in the production of scrap in the manufacturing stage, reduction in orders from customers. Implementing the change. After holding discussions with the employees and analyzing the feedback gathered through questionnaire, and management will be able to identify the underlying the causes of organizational problem. The management must then design a change plan to improve the situation and solve the problems. Fourth, generating motivation for change. Employees should be given a role to play in a change process. Participation promote a sense of ownership among the employee towards the change process and encourage them to contribute its success. Managing the transition state. When an organization adopt an informal culture, jobs profiles and reporting relationship change, and the old rule and procedures are no longer applicable. Employees will be in a state of confusion during the transition from the existing system to the new systems. They may not know what their new rule are, what skills are required to perform their new role. Whom they should report to, what the new performance criteria. Supporting the change. To implement change successfully, management must obtain the support and cooperation of various employee groups. This can be achieved through negotiation, cooperation and compromise. Evaluating the change. If the new system fails to solve the problems or discrepancies are found between the new system and expected state, something has clearly gone wrong with the change process. In such a case, all the stage of the change process, from the problems diagnosis to evaluation state, must be repeated once again.